Everyone before him asked for the same things: a nice last meal, a final phone call, or a goodbye letter. But Adam? His request shocked everyone. In a calm, steady voice, he said, "I want to see my dog." Bruno. The guards looked at each other in surprise. A man about to be executed asking to see a dog. But Adam's eyes were serious, too honest to ignore. There was sadness in them, and a kind of pain only time could carve. That morning, the prison air felt heavy. The walls seemed to breathe sorrow. The sound of keys, boots hitting the floor, even the air felt still, like it didn't want to move. Adam wasn't the same man who had entered this place 7 years ago. Time had drawn lines across his face. The fire in his eyes had faded, replaced by quiet acceptance. He wasn't fighting anymore. He was waiting. When Warden Clark heard Adam's request, he frowned. "A dog? I've never allowed an animal inside this prison, especially not for someone on death row." "But Mohtor." Officer Lewis, one of the older guards, spoke up softly. "Sir, this man hasn't had a single visitor in years. No letters, no family. That dog is the only one he has left. Maybe we should let him say goodbye." The warden stayed quiet for a moment, then said, "Bring me his file." He opened the folder. Clean record. No fights, no escape attempts. And in Adam's journal, one line stood out. "Bruno, more loyal than any person I've ever known." Bruno was a German shepherd, arrested with Adam the night of the crime, and never seen again. The warden looked up. 10 minutes in the yard. Under close watch, the news spread quickly. "The man on death row is going to see his dog." That single sentence made everyone stop and think. Adam sat in his cell, hands chained loosely. Tears rolled down his face. Quiet tears, not from fear, but from longing. He didn't want forgiveness. He just wanted to see the eyes that never judged him. The yard went silent as Adam walked out. Then came the sound of the big gate opening. 2 guards entered, holding a large black and brown German shepherd. As soon as Bruno felt the air, he stopped. His ears perked up. His tail started to move slowly. And then, he saw him. Adam. Adam dropped to his knees. Bruno froze for a second and then ran. Officer Lewis shouted, "Let him go!" The chain slipped, and Bruno dashed forward, leaping into Adam's arms. They fell together, holding each other tight. Adam's voice cracked. "Bruno, my boy, my good boy." Bruno rested his head on Adam's shoulder and made a soft, crying sound. For a moment, the prison disappeared. There were no walls, no guards, no fear of death. Just a man. And his dog. Adam pressed his face into Bruno's fur, breathing in the familiar scent that had comforted him through cold nights. Every memory came rushing back. Every walk, every quiet moment of peace. Then suddenly, Bruno tensed. His ears shot up, his tail froze. A deep growl rumbled from his chest. Adam felt it before he even looked up. Bruno's eyes were locked on someone. A tall officer stood a few meters away. Officer Grant. Arms folded, cold eyes watching. Bruno growled louder, sharper. Everyone froze. Lewis shouted, "Control your dog, Adam!" But Adam placed his hand gently on Bruno's back. "Easy, Bruno. Easy, boy. It's okay." But it wasn't okay. Bruno didn't calm down. His eyes stayed fixed on Grant, fierce, glowing, unblinking. From the tower above, the warden's voice came through the radio. "What's going on down there?" No one answered. The air turned heavier. Adam's heart started to pound. Bruno never barked without reason. Then Adam remembered something. Officer Grant. He was there the night Adam was arrested. But his name wasn't in the police report. Lewis leaned closer and whispered, "Your dog. He never makes mistakes, does he?" What happened with that man? Adam swallowed hard. Bruno never growls unless he smells guilt. Or blood. Lewis frowned. Strange. Grant was on duty that night, but there's no record of him in your case file. Adam's eyes narrowed. Then why did he hide it? Grant started walking again, and Bruno exploded in rage. A loud, angry bark echoed across the yard. Guards raised their weapons, but the warden's voice stopped them. No one fires! I want to know what's going on. Bruno struggled against the chain, teeth bared. Grant's face turned pale. Sweat ran down his cheek. Lewis whispered to Adam, "That dog knows something. I can feel it." The warden spoke again. "Bring Officer Grant inside." Now Grant shouted, "Sir! This dog is crazy!" But before anyone could move, Bruno tore free. He charged straight at Grant, knocking him to the ground. Screams. Then, silence. Adam yelled, "Bruno! Stop!" Lewis rushed in, pulling Bruno back, and that's when they saw it. Something small had fallen from Grant's pocket. A silver key. The warden picked it up. "What's this for?" Grant said nothing. His eyes darted around, panicking. Lewis demanded, "Talk, Grant! What's this key open?" Adam's eyes widened. "That's my key. The one that went missing from the case file. The one with my fingerprints." The warden's face hardened. "Get me the case file from 2018, now." Everyone went still. The truth was close. Inside the office, Adam sat across from Grant. The warden opened the file. "Adam, you were working at the house the night of the murder?" "Yes, sir." But what happened wasn't like they said. "Grant," the warden asked, "you were on duty that night, weren't you?" "No, sir," Grant stammered. "I was at another location." Lewis stepped forward, holding a report. "Wrong. You signed in near the crime scene that morning. Here's your signature." Grant's face went white. Adam stood. "I saw you that night. You entered the office before the police arrived. You were looking for something." Grant shouted, "Liar! That crazy dog's controlling you." Lewis threw a paper on the desk. "The dog doesn't lie, Grant." "And the key? It has your fingerprints." The warden looked down at the report. "It's true. A full match. Officer Grant's prints." Silence filled the room. Outside, Bruno let out a low growl, as if he could smell justice. Grant's voice cracked. "I didn't mean to. I needed the money." He woke up. I panicked. It just happened. The warden's tone was cold. "So, Adam was innocent all along." Grant lowered his head. He didn't answer. Tears streamed down Adam's face. 7 years of pain, gone in a single moment of truth. Lewis looked at the warden. "Sir, the sentence hasn't been carried out yet. We can still stop it." "Do it now," said the warden. "And that dog, he deserves a medal." Hours later, Adam sat in his cell, Bruno's head resting on his leg. He whispered, "You saved me, boy. You really saved me." Bruno barked softly, proud, gentle. 2 days later, Adam received the official paper. Execution canceled. Case reopened. From killer to innocent man. As Adam walked out of the prison gates, Warden Clark stopped him. "I learned something today," he said quietly. "Sometimes, loyalty wears fur, and truth can bark." Adam smiled, tears in his eyes. He looked at Bruno. "Come on, boy. Let's start over." The gates opened. The sun rose high. The wind carried the scent of freedom, a freedom only the wrongly accused could ever understand. Bruno walked beside him, tail wagging gently, as if to say, "Loyalty isn't a word. It's who you are." Before you go, if this story touched you, if Bruno's loyalty made your heart beat a little faster, then don't just scroll away. Subscribe right now. Because every time you do, you're not just clicking a button, you're keeping stories like this alive. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join our family of storytellers, and let's keep walking this road together, one story at a time. And remember, the next story might just be the one you'll never forget.